Hey guys, just want to bring to light a little bit of a bug that's been around since the Sevagoth update. This is targeted at the Xbox keyboard and mouse movement. So one of the things I have come across is with the mouse, if it has additional buttons, it seems to cancel out movement. Your momentum through the game, so whether you're moving left, right, forward, backwards, if you press one of these additional buttons on your mouse, it will cancel that momentum as such. So now, as far as information about this, there is a thread on the Warframe forum. It's labeled as game breaking abilities on mouse and keyboard. Now, it's not just abilities, it's actually, I find that it's actually additional buttons on the mouse and keyboard. So whether it's, bound to abilities or if it's bound to things like for myself, it's melee, could be anything really, anything that transference, whatever you might have on those additional buttons, it cancels out that movement. So one thing I do want to show first is here's the thread on PC where they're actually discussing that the movement is being cancelled out by these other buttons. This guy here has actually got it bound to an ability. It's cancelling out his ability, so he hasn't got that forward momentum, so he has to release the button, re-hit it again. Here's mine here as an example there, but there are others out there that do have the same problem. So just to show you my my setup, so this is my mouse here. So there's some of my bindings that I use there, and we've also like for me, K is this button here, this is my melee button that I tend to use. So but anyway, let's switch over and I can show you exactly what actually happens. So we're going to start with we're going to go with a couple of things here. So okay, so I've got melee attached, so I'm going to use the W key now, hold that down and hit E. So this is the standard binding. I can run forward and keep continuously melee, not a problem at all. Now what I want to do is I want to do the same thing. So I'm going to use the example that the guys use on the Warframe forum, moving forward and using your first ability. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to hit 1. We're still moving forward. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but hit K. I've stopped moving forward. I've got to release, and now I'm still holding W here, but why aren't I moving forward? So let's do that again. I'll release W, hit W, hit K. I'm not moving forward anymore. Now let's do it back on the keyboard. So W, press 1. I am moving forward. On the mouse, moving forward, hit K on my mouse, cancelled movement. Now I'll do it on the keyboard again. Can you see the difference? There's that forward momentum there constantly. Okay, now if I do it on the mouse, assign key, which is K on my mouse, which is my G8 key, because I'm using a G502. Now, I'll show you what the problem that I personally come across. I'll show you my bindings. So, go to options, key bindings. Now, this is my use. I use this here. I will actually bind this to K, because that's what I use. Okay, so we've taken it off the ability here. So I did have K here. We've taken it off here. We've popped it up here. Okay, let's go back out of there. Now let's just drop in. Let's go gunners. Was AI? That'll do. Okay, so here I'm going to use, so you can see here I can quite naturally continue my forward movement while I'm using my E key on my keyboard. That was E on my keyboard for melee. So I was constantly moving forward while I was doing that. Now let's do the same thing again. This time I'm going to use K. Now, it's only through the weapons momentum that I'm moving forward, but I'm actually holding down W the whole time at the moment here. Why aren't I running? Now, you can understand how that would interrupt the gameplay because I'm actually not running. So if these guys were effectively attacking me, I would be getting shot because I can't move at the same time. I have to release. It's just a constant. If I want to keep moving, I've got to release W every like second. Extremely frustrating. So I'm going to run at these guys and try and melee. Got that forward movement there. That's fine. Now, let's do it the other way. I've stopped. It's holding me back. This is quite frustrating to play as. You can't move forward and you just keep on stopping. I want it to be exactly like this where I can just keep running. It's smooth. The movement is smooth instead of this. Release, hit, release, hit, release, hit every time I want to do that. So as you know, quite often we all spam our melee button because we just want to get those hits in, but you have to stand still doing that. You can't move forward and do it. That's where the issue is lying. So whether it's an ability or whether it's melee, whatever it might be, it seems to be any additional key binding buttons on your mouse seems to cancel out all other movement. That's what I'm coming across. I'm not the only person. There is a bunch of other people out there finding the same problem. We'd love to see it fixed because for me, I can't play with a game like that. It's just too awkward. I don't want to play it like that. I want that smooth feel that Warframe has always had prior to this Savagoth update. So, hey, maybe DE, if you see something like this, yeah, hopefully you can try and work out what it is. And if this video helps, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. I hope you liked the video, even though it's something about a problem, but hopefully we can get that fixed up. Anyway, thanks, guys.